there, but he has a lot of things to be doing at this point. Hunter's Hall being built at the back here. Unfortunately, 1H Protector actually could go a huge way at this point against all these militia rushes that we're seeing, and I'm saying rush, I mean militia pushes basically. It's something I do often. I misuse the word rush instead of push, but it looks like this very nice micro here by ReminD, getting so many hits off, but just on the Beastmaster. He's not bothering to hit any of the footmen because they can just be run to the healing fountain, and that's no big deal at all. But getting the hits on the Beastmaster is so critical, and right now going to move in, going to try and do a bit more damage maybe to Thu's economy. But now that he has his arcane tower up, I really think that would have been so nice in the last game. We're going to have to see if ReminD's going to react as I would expect him to, or if he perhaps thinks that he can just get rid of all his mana on lava spawns and soul burns, and then just keep his Fire Lord in the battle within the range of that arcane tower. And looks like archers being brought back in, but militia in as well. But 2 archers not able to, or more than able to take down 1 militia. So Thu just gonna have a lot of trouble with this expansion. We know this Fire Lord still doing a lot of damage. This 1 low footman gonna try and run, doesn't manage to get away though, and this Ancient of Wonders again gonna go up. The Ancient of War did go up, and Ancient Protector going up for ReminD as well. That is huge. Ultra Vision going up as well. That's quite nice. I mean, it's a brilliant research, but it's just such like a small thing at this point in the game. We've seen such highs, such lows. Nice lava spawn kill there by Thu, and looks like this Beastmaster again on the run. Doesn't even have that level 3, but it's very, very close. Just needs maybe a couple more Wisp kills, or actually just 1 more Wisp kill would do it. But a second age Protector going up for ReminD means he might be able to hold the space for enough time to get out some tier 2. He's going to need to find a good place to hide his Ancients of Lore though, because they have to be out front if they're going to be here, and that's just not an acceptable option. And ReminD, keeping this Ancient of War rooted, that's an odd choice. He should definitely uproot it now that these towers are going up. But Thu can actually cancel the towers, maybe worried about the Fire Lord or something. And actually the Town Hall did actually manage to go up, and Thu now was going to repair it, but is actually now just going to mine from it for a bit. And meanwhile, 1 peasant here. I think Thu should just send down a bear, or maybe these footmen to take care of it. ReminD picking up a panda at tier 2, going to get 1 footman kill immediately. Ooh, actually doesn't even need to use the Breath of Fire, but does use it eventually. And now these footmen are going to try and take down the archers, but the archers in an excellent position to do a whole lot of damage. Nice micro here by Thu. You can see this 1 low peasant being sent to lumber, just really paying attention to the small things. And meanwhile, Thu just actually losing 1 more footman there. But this Beastmaster finally getting back into the battle, finally hitting level 3. I wonder what he's going to go for. Probably beat Quill Beast. Yes, he does go for Quill Beast, and obviously this Fire Lord can be taken down quite easily, even though he's at level 4, almost at level 5 now. And level 5 Beastmaster, or Fire Lord, sorry, it's just such a threat as we saw last game. But I mean, if you don't have a base, then there's not much you can do. And ReminD now putting up some offensive Ancient Protectors, even though they're in his original main. And Thu now teching at this expansion, which is at such low health. Really, oh my god, Thu really putting all his eggs in 1 basket here, and they're going to lose a lot of peasants by the looks of things. Nice Breath of Fire. These lava spawns do eventually go down, and no, not enough mana quite yet for another lava spawn, and a 1 arcane tower going down for Thu, but it won't be up before the, I don't think it'll be up before the Fire Lord has enough mana to bring out another lava spawn. We'll have to see. This Ancient Lore being cancelled though, and ReminD with these Ancient Protectors, fantastic defense, but as I said, you need a good place to hide your Ancients of Lore. A great place is often just to put them here, but obviously Thu sort of controls both of the that area and its equivalent on his side of the map, so really it's quite tricky for Thu to figure out a place. You know, we are actually seeing Hunters. I was talking about Hunters earlier. I think that's quite a nice choice. You do need to be wary of the Quill Beasts. You need to stay away from them. It would have been nicer before that Beastmaster hit level 3, but still it's a good amount of damage. They're good against footmen, but it looks like this one's actually getting good because Thu was actually very nice played very nice there, and actually had a lot of Quill Beasts around, and ReminD not paying quite enough attention, and Thu with a lot of low footmen here being trapped in the back. But these towers now up, and we can see the effect of this arcane tower is huge. Could be able to drain all the mana from both these heroes. This Fire Lord very close to 5, but he has no mana, so he won't be able to do anything immediately with it. But ReminD should notice how close he is to level 5 and just try and get a kill off there. Yes, he finally gets that level 5, and that's just going to be huge for him in the later game. And as he manages to get some mana back, he'll probably try and buy some clarities if he managed to get an Ancient of Wonders up. Yes, he did manage to protect it, and now 2 Ancients of Lore going up. It'd be nice if Thu could just have a couple Quill Beasts run in here and just cancel these constantly, and force ReminD to build them in a less advantageous position where Thu could maybe do some harassment later, and Thu bringing in a lot of militia now. But the major threat is over, and Thu actually cancelled the tech here, instead went for the tech here. I think that's a smarter, safer choice, but I mean, in this game, I mean, what is safe? I mean, nothing is, you know, it just sort of left is right, back is forward, just crazy, crazy game. Oh my god, amazing. Just crazy. Like, we haven't had 1 alter hero built in this entire best of 3 so far. Think about that. We've had 5 heroes out. We've had a lot of like level 4 or 5 heroes as well. Level 4 now popping for this Beastmaster as well, with some nice creeping without his Beastmaster being around. He'll be able to pick up that manual of health as he goes by if he thinks about it, but really his big concern now is keeping this expansion alive. He's only repairing it with 2 peasants. He waited a long time to repair it so that he'd have more gold and more lumber for other things, but Thu actually now with a huge amount of gold and lumber could really be spending it just to try and hold his advantage. Getting defend, nice smart choice there by Thu. Going to be nice against the lava swamps, and it's going to be nice against any Dryades we see. If we're seeing Dryades, yes we are seeing Dryades, because we're not seeing any tier 3 tech, so it's going to be Dryades for a long time yet. And a crazy game. I mean, I'm sort of summing up, but this game could go on for hours. And the Fire Lord now caught in a bad position, does have a healing potion which he does use, does also have a staff of teleportation, but actually getting bashed there because we have a raging bear, which is just actually quite a nice thing to go for. But this just because obviously that bash is always a bit of a threat. Going to be threat against Volcano if we see it, and this lava spawn now going to be doing a huge amount of damage. Look at this, 32 to 56 damage, and it can split a whole bunch. And these Dryades are now out, so that's going to be good against the Quillbeast if you can get enough mana. But the perpetual problem with Dryades is that you never have enough mana when you need to be dispelling things, and you always have enough mana when you don't need to be dispelling things. And Thu going for a third, or his mind's still stuck on his first base, and so Thu will basically have most of the or half the mines on the map, whereas Remind will be stuck at very low economy. But looks like Remind actually being able to do so much damage here, just running in this Panda. Gonna get another Breath of Fire off soon, and just gonna be able to run back out. And this is just such a nice play. Even gonna get his level 2 pretty soon. Not getting it quite yet, but looks like actually this one Quillbeast gonna be trying to do some ambitious creeping here. Oh no, he does have some movement around as well. That makes a bit more sense. And it looks like actually these towers are going up. So Thu just using basically this one expansion as a distraction for another expansion. Really crazy play here. Remind not enough mana for another Breath of Fire, and this Beastmaster now coming back in yet again, but it's level 4 versus level 5 and level 2, and this one Dryade actually very low. It does actually go down, and this Beastmaster getting closer and closer to 5, and obviously that level 3 Quillbeast is so strong against Dryades, and it's just so tricky to dispel. Remind, we did see getting dispel earlier, and actually is getting tier 3 tech as well as some bears out now. I think that's a smart choice at this position, and actually through using his Cloak of Shadows, good effect as well. And this Panda, not yet enough mana for another Breath of Fire, will be nice, but Thu has a lot of peasants on gold here. It's interesting choice there by him. I think it's probably just a bit of a mistake. Level 5 now hitting for that Beastmaster, who was doing some creeping here with, ooh, I didn't even know you could do that. Obviously that one Quillbeast being able to take down that massive dragon. I didn't even know that would work. I guess with the if you can bring it out the healing and then keep yourself in it, that's pretty nice, but that's only a level 2 thing. Meanwhile, Spirit Bear being chosen. Interesting choice here by Thu, getting that bear that can blink and bash. Really interesting, crazy choice here. You never see this being chosen, because that Quillbeast, I would just assume naturally that'd be the thing you would go for, because it's just so strong against those Dryades. But maybe Thu's just worried about it being too dispellable, and Thu now finally at tier 2, actually going straight for tier 3 and getting blacksmith up. Maybe we're going to be seeing Griffins. That would certainly actually getting 2 blacksmiths up. Either he's going for a huge amount of upgrades, or that's a mistake, or he just wants to get a bit of a blocker up here, so that these heroes have to be in less advantageous positions. But Thu really wanting this blacksmith up, which suggests to me that he really wants to get his upgrades going very quickly. Maybe gonna go for something like Rifleman, but I think it's more likely we're going to be seeing heavy air, considering we're also seeing tier 3, and it looks like Remind now being able to use rejuvenation on his level 5.5 Fire Lord, and this Beastmaster coming in still just at level 5, actually flush at 1400, so he hasn't got a kill in a while, but he's going to get one Ancient Protector kill here. Obviously these footmen with defend are really strong against Ancient Protectors, and I wonder actually, if, I don't know the math about it, but if you have a couple footmen with defend, is it better just to uproot the Ancient Protector and get it to do its normal but really sort of damage, or really sort of weak and defenseless attack, which obviously does normal damage, but at the same time it means that you have different armor on your Ancient Protector, but Remind does lose the Ancient Protector nonetheless, and looks like actually Remind now could be able to chase down these footmen who should use defend here, just for the small percent chance that the Dryade attack will bounce back, because that's so damaging. Obviously it's the equivalent of the Dryade hitting itself, so it takes a bunch of piercing damage, which obviously does extra, plus it does the poison damage. And Thu now going for the workshop, that's why he wanted the blacksmith. Maybe gonna get a whole bunch of of mortar teams out, or maybe he's going to go for tanks. Obviously, tanks Beastmaster is actually something we've seen a bit from Thu recently, and Thu now putting up all these towers but not upgrading them because he has no lumber whatsoever, and obviously can't buy a shredder on this map, going for the second workshop, so I think it's quite likely we're going to see tanks here, and tanks actually a smart choice. I like that choice, because if you think about it, what the primary damage dealer of ReminD is the Fire Lord and its lava spawns. Ooh, actually Thu going for a panda second, interesting choice there by him, does suggest that would work well for some sort of tank play, but we're gonna have to see whether or not he's gonna go for that, or he just wants a lot of mortar teams. But as I was saying, the big damage dealing here, the thing here from ReminD is these lava spawns, which do piercing damage, which obviously does only 30% damage to tanks because of that armor type. So it would certainly be an effective thing, and if you could get out a couple before too many bears spawn, but there are now 4 bears, so this is really looking good now for ReminD. Just, oh my, this is such an insane game. But there's Arcade Tower now in the back, and actually one Dryad does go down a bit careless there by ReminD, but both players must be just going crazy at this point. I mean, they must be microing like mad, they must be exhausted. Thu now finally getting there, picking up that fluid of accuracy that he got from that nice Quillbeast creeping, which I was actually really impressed by. It's something that I haven't seen before, and I'm surprised I haven't seen it before. But it looks like Thu now bringing in a Spirit Bear as well to help this panda do some creeping. Going to try and get level 2 on it eventually, but it's not going to get from this cap. And we are now seeing these tanks coming out, but only from 2 workshops, which is interesting considering we're basically on 2 bases now. Thu going to lose this base finally, but he's got a lot more gold from it than ReminD ever did. And ReminD now with a level 6 Fire Lord. Could we be seeing Volcano right on these towers? That would be so much fun. I'm not even sure, I've never seen Volcano on tanks. That would be really interesting to see how it would work out. Yes, we're seeing Volcano. Oh my god, Volcano in a pro game, folks. Can you believe it? You are so fortunate. There it goes there. Obviously Volcano, if you don't know its stats, there's a whole bunch of damage every 3 or 5 seconds, I think, and plus it stuns any units within the range. It is a spell where you need to keep your you can't give your Fire Lord any other instructions. So obviously if a bear comes in and it gets or even blinks in and gets a bash, then that will immediately cancel here. But it looks like, ooh, ReminD actually running his own bears into that and actually getting damaged and stunned by his own Volcano, but that's not too big a deal at this point. You know, 1 bear being staffed home, these tanks didn't have too big of an effect, and Thu now really needs to deal with this because he can't be on 1 base versus 1 base, considering his massive hero disadvantage, 5-2 compared to 6-3. Nice haze fire here, all these peasants down to very low health, only 1 tower surviving. Obviously you can't try and repair those towers when they're being volcanoed, just because the peasants will go down much quicker than the towers really, and that'll just be constantly stunned, so it won't even prolong the life of the towers very much. You know, there's 1 Quillbeast going for a bear when it definitely should be going for a Dryad, but again, understandable, small mistake. You know, huge game that's really been showing the brains of these players. Thu now bringing in these tanks to take down this altar, and we can see he does have 1-1 upgrades, but the point of those 2 blacksmiths, I guess, in the end was just to get a huge amount of upgrades, but he just only managed to get up 1, so he can't get the upgrades that he really wants. But these 2 Dryads being chased away now, but these 2 heroes just here doing so much damage to Thu's sort of second, we'll now call it his second, even though it's sort of his, it was his third until he lost his second. And so it looks like this Fire Lord now gonna try and take down those footmen, but they can just be microed home, and the footmen are pretty expendable at this point, but just put them on a healing fountain, and then they're nice sort of fodder for future. And this panda now almost level 4, that would be so nice. I mean, just that huge hero level advantage for ReminD, and Thu now really needs to make the most with his army. He needs to be able to do some huge damage. This mine has actually run out now, as has this one, so Thu only on only mining from 1 base sort of, and he's not even really mining from that, whereas ReminD now not mining from anything, and tanks now coming in. ReminD needs to hold this. He should bring everything back at this point, because if he loses this Tree of Eternity, it could well be over, and that would be a bit of a shame. But we're gonna have to see how ReminD wants to play this. He might just want to take down this this town hall, though I think he should probably staff his Fire Lord home with his Staff of Preservation. Oh, look at this! This Tree of Eternity gonna go down. Yes, he does. The panda finally being brought in for ReminD. Obviously, pandas actually do pretty well against siege engines, so I guess that's why he brought that in instead of the Fire Lord. But ReminD with the dominant army, but these tanks just so frustrating. Going to be able to take down a huge amount of ReminD's base, and this is such a weird, amazing, crazy game. I know I keep saying that. Thu now bringing all these militia going back into peasant form. Going to re-expand here because neither of these camps has been crapped on. Like no, so there's no basic, there's no easier gold mines for Thu to take. Bear in mind that taking those two opposite ones means he's really exposed to the harassment because he can't get between them very quickly, so Ryan can just show up wherever he likes with these tanks, doing a huge amount of damage now. I hope Ryan has a couple more buildings stashed around the map. Doesn't actually look like it. That could be quite bad for him. It looks like he's sending out some wisps now. He needs to build some buildings somewhere else just so he doesn't get eliminated. He did manage to keep this Ancient of War alive and this one Ancient of War and a Hunter Soul, but Ryan not really with a huge amount else at this point. And it's a one Fire Lord now.